Welcome aboard, crew. It is time to set sail on another epic episode of the Oz Music Podcast, which I believe brings us to show number 5 of our first season already. I cannot believe how quickly this week has gone. It almost seems like it was only a week ago I was sitting here in the booth doing the exact same thing. No, but seriously, I truly hope the past week has found you all healthy and happy and ready for another hour of power from the elite ranks of the Australian independent music scene. Well, on this week's show, we have rounded up another assortment of tasty bands and artists for your listening pleasure. And amongst tonight's blistering lineup, we have Greg Champion, Maya Rose, Benny Walker, Chaos Over Cosmos, Krave, the Electric Mistress, and look, honestly, that is just a glimpse of the incredible talent on this week's episode, which of course is proudly sponsored by the lovely folk at Arties Music. So kicking us off for tonight is a band well versed in the Aussie music industry and has a massive following. This is Collarbones with Deep.
I enter your room to know you better, 'cause I know for certain I want to see you move. We talk small in words that deafen, no space to give in to find the whole of you. Crush me underneath your weight until it kills me. You'll never know how much I need to feel me. In the morning I surround you. I need to go deep, need you to know I'm taking a piece. I need to go deep so you won't replace the piece that I keep. Crush me underneath your weight until it kills me. You'll never know how much I need to feel me. In the morning I surround you. Are you afraid I will know you completely? 'Cause if I can scares me when I feel you move. Do you trust me to sleep around you? You know it's a given, I feel the whole of you. Give me everything you got until it kills me. You'll never know how much I need to feel me. In the morning I surround you. I need to go deep, need you to know I'm taking a piece. I need to go deep so you won't replace the piece that I keep. I need to go deep, need you to know I'm taking a piece. I need to go deep so you won't replace the piece that I keep.
And that was Collarbones with Deep from their 4th studio album, Futurity. Brilliantly written song there, guys, and what a smooth sound. I really love the LPF on the intro. It just sets the song up so beautifully. Well, Collarbones consists of Adelaide's Travis Cook, Sydney's Marcus Whale, and 10 years ago as teenagers, the guys met on a post-rock message board, beginning a storied union that's seen the release of 3 studio albums. The first album to drop was Iconography back in 2011. Die Young came in 2012 and Return in 2014. which were all released through labels Remote Control and Two Bright Lakes. They are known for their crazy live performances that range from the kinetic to the absurd and have circuited the country many times over their career, performing everywhere from packed home bases like Oxford Art Factory to those regional RSL gigs, seated theatres to the large outdoor festival shows. And interestingly, 2015 saw the return lead single Turning receive a remix from Aussie big gun Flume, leading to appearances at his Vivid Sydney and LA performances across that year. Wow, how cool. Well, Collarbones have returned after a lengthy break with the song from their new album titled AI, which was their first release in nearly 3 years. The track was accompanied by a Gussie-directed music video to complement the fierce energy of the track. And as Collarbones turns 10, the duo are opening a new chapter in the life of the project, culminating in the release of their long-awaited fourth studio album, Furity, which was actually released on the 6th of September, so that now makes it available for streaming and purchase. They do have all of the standard socials to check out, such as Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, all that stuff. So be sure to head over and check out all their latest music news and upcoming show dates. Okay, up next tonight is a blossoming R&B singer-songwriter. This is Maya Rose with Time.
Take us back, but time will take us there. And do you know what time it was? When
Wow, that was 20-year-old emerging R&B singer-songwriter Maya Rose stepping back onto the scene with her follow-up single Time, fresh beats, a new band, and with her debut EP also titled Time. Well, after unleashing the first single See You Again earlier in 2019, Maya and her band will hit the road in celebration of her forthcoming single and EP release. She is coming in hot as one of Australia's freshest new voices in R&B, and the track we featured is a continuation of her earlier release and is backed by melting production and that wonderful R&B feel, demonstrating Maya's ability to remain diverse while paying homage to her soul and R&B roots. Well, Maya is a singer-songwriter, composer and musician from Castlemaine, Victoria. She was winner of the Battle of the Bands Castlemaine Heat back in 2017 and runner-up of Freezer Push Start Northern Country Regional also in 2017. Well, originally from a young age, Maya grew up surrounded by and listening to soul and 90s R&B music, and it has really influenced her over the years. And at the tender age of 14, Maya became a prolific songwriter to accompany her knack for the piano, and she is now commanding the stage with her sweet original 90s vibes. Well, her latest single Time boasts that catchy lo-fi hip-hop vibe that seems to be taking the world by storm, and in celebration of the release, Maya will be branching out to launch her debut EP in Castlemaine, Bendigo and Melbourne next month. Just quickly, the EP launch gig dates are all in August and are Friday the 2nd at the Bridge Hotel, Castlemaine, Saturday the 10th at the Gasco Upstairs Room, Melbourne, that one is 18 plus, and finally Saturday the 24th at the Handlebar, Bendigo. So just head to Oztix and Moshtix for all the show pricing and availability. Okay, next up on tonight's show is the brilliant singer-songwriter Benny Walker with All You Gotta Do Is Call.
All you gotta do is call.
And that was the multi-award winning Mr. Benny Walker with his track, All You Gotta Do Is Call. Well, after hibernating through the winter, Benny has emerged with a fresh new vibe and album, and the track we just played is the first single to see the light of day for a while, as it was only just dropped back on the 23rd of last month. I love the track's laid back and refreshing groove, and the soul vocals really put me into the zone. It's just a really cool chill out song. Maybe gives me a bit of a Ben Harper vibe from it. I don't know. You can jump online and tell me. Well, to support the new song, Benny will step into the spring with a few dates to air his new material, supported by emerging female artist Alana Wilkinson. And you may remember that wonderful singer-songwriter that we just featured on the previous track, Maya Rose. So quickly, those show dates you can catch him are 15th of September, Northcote Social Club, Melbourne 18+, that is an Arvo show. Friday the 27th of September, the Bridge Hotel, Castlemaine 18+. And finally, Sunday the 6th of October, Moama Bowling Club, and that one is an all ages, and that is an afternoon show as well. Well, Benny's killer voice and songwriting talents have been impressing audiences far and wide, and in 2016 he was actually nominated for 4 NIMA awards: New Talent of the Year, Best Song, Best Cover Art, and Best Film Clip for Oh No You Don't, which then eventually shot to #1 on the AMRAP music charts and was followed up by another #1 hit with his heart-wrenching single, Save. And in 2016, it actually closed on another winning streak for Benny when he took home the award for Best Aboriginal Act at the Age Music Victoria Awards. And in 2017, Benny's single Ghost and its EP Undercover both debuted at #1 on the iTunes Blues chart. That is amazing. And in recent years, Benny has played some of our country's favourite festivals, including Woodford, Denny Rhythm, Blues and Jazz, Blue Mountains, St Kilda Festival, and of course the Byron Blues Fest. And he has also performed along some of Australia's finest, including Archie Roach, Alex Lloyd, Baker Boy, Blue King Brown, Mojo Juju, and Tim Rogers. Well, the single All You Gotta Do Is Call was released on the 23rd of August and is now available to stream or purchase through your favourite online platforms. Well, out of South Australia, next up tonight is a great act. This is Ethanol Blend with Tongue and Cheek. How good was that out of South Australia? That was Ethanol Blend with Tongue and Cheek. That is one talented bunch, and I really dig those tremolo guitar lines. Is it tremolo or vibrato? Vibrato, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, it is a great track, and I can't wait for the album to drop. Well, the band actually started off as a solo project by South Australian local Jack Stokes, aka Slippery Sloth, and the project has now ripened into a band dynamic with good mates Dale, Zach and Alex coming on board. They take influence from a range of different genres and bands, such as the Smiths, Rolling Blackout, Coastal Fever and Beach Fossils. And The Blend Part 1 is the first selection of songs from their debut LP. The LP consists of 9 tracks, all written, recorded and produced in Jack's home studio in South Australia. Well, the band have supported the likes of Skeggs, Pissed Idiots and Ruby Fields in the last 6 months and have just finished their first run of shows up the east coast of Australia. Tongue and Cheek is the first single off their upcoming sophomore album, and the song brings slight changes in sound and tempo while maintaining that essence of DIY recording. The Blend Part 2 will be out later this year, so help support the crew and jump over and follow the progress at their social pages. Okay, moving on with tonight's show. Next up is a band who are having no trouble making themselves known in the Aussie music scene. This is Krave with their debut single, Running. And that was the powerful vocals of Sienna Davis and the young promising new band Krave with their debut banger, Running. Well, fresh off the works from their recording at Airlock Studios, local alternative hard rock metal band Krave only just announced the release of their debut single, which we just heard, and that is because it only became available to stream or purchase a few days ago, back on September the 12th. They are based in North Brisbane, Sunny Coast, and Krave consists of Sienna Davis, Charlie Gates, Ryan White and Jace Johansson, and they combine to form Brisbane's next generation of heavy riffs, powerhouse vocals and rhythmic grooves. And they have been receiving plenty of radio airplay on Triple J and 4ZZZ, and you can certainly hear why. The band played a launch show on the 12th of September at the Tomcat in the Valley with fellow bands Non-Burke, Friendly Fire and All Ours, and it sounds like it was a bunch of fun. They did have a heap of merch available at the show, selling exclusive new t-shirts, etc. So maybe you could head to their Facebook page and see if there are any stock left, as they were in limited quantity. Well, look, Krave are not a band to be missed. They are energetic, hardworking, and they're rapidly gaining attention in the music scene. And within only 4 months of being established, they have already played headlining shows around a vast majority of Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, and the Goldie. I am telling you, look out for more, because these local rock stars are running straight to the top. So browse on over to their socials, their Facebook, Insta, etc. to check out their show dates, upcoming releases, and to say hi. Okay, crew, moving on. Get ready to get your metal on. Out of Adelaide, this is Biome with IRD.
Till I get home so I can play my jam. The weekend is upon us, it's time to celebrate. So spread those cheeks and pucker up. Empty and test time and terminate. Watching. Not too long, rent and digest, and soon I will refold. The weekend is upon us, it's time to celebrate. Spread those cheeks, pucker up, NTA test time to terminate.
Out of Adelaide, that was Biome with their track IRD, and I definitely think I can hear a bit of a 12-foot Ninja influence in that one. Awesome track, guys. Well, they're a four-piece outfit who have set out with the intention to create something pure, organic and original that thrives on the absurd. And as you can hear, their music is created from a diverse range of influences from all walks of life. Their sound mainly encompasses the stripped-down raw power of grindcore, mixed with elements of sludge, doom, death, and as you heard, they cleverly blend genres such as jazz, reggae and funk to their music, which adds that touch of avant-garde. Look, I'm certainly not having a stab at you guys, but I must say, I just love some of the genre titles of the bands these days. They're like, hey, what type of music do you listen to? Oh, mostly alternative, modern, indie, black, post-grind, vegan core, death metal? No, but seriously, there are a bunch of vegan metal bands around, and if you don't believe me, go and check it out for yourself. There is an entire subculture out there, I tells ya. Well, after releasing their self-titled EP back in December 2017, Biome have played numerous local and interstate shows, including Heavy SA, Black and Open Air Festival near Alice Springs, and Metal United Down Under 2019. They do plan to record a second EP at the end of the year and then embark on a tour in 2020 interstate and possibly overseas. Well, hopefully you guys get a slot at Shredfest 2020 in Brizzy next year, as it's a little bit closer to home for me and I'll be able to get along and catch you at one of your live shows. So go and give the guys some love, head over to their social profiles and say hi and discover some more of their fresh music. Okay, rolling on with tonight's show, get yourself ready to be funked. This is the one and only, the Electric Mistress.
Tripping over just before the finish line, understanding you can never take back time, accepting that we are all slaves to something. Somebody else stealing your girl, everybody cheats on the world, a colourful world that is really a complex shade of grey. Finding out that something isn't real, being told what and when to feel, people you confided in broke your heart, never finishing that song, never making a start, admitting you were wrong and living with mistakes. We all wear ugly masks that all eventually break. In the end, it's just you. In the end, it's just you. It's just you. You.
Needles in my stomach, goddamn, so many sleepless nights. This broken heart is yearning for some peace or respite. It is aching, I'm thinking too much, replaying the same scenes over and over again. Trapped in this limbo, stuck in a sticky mess. I gotta get this loop out of my head. I keep saying the words that you wrote to another man. I think I'm falling for you. I keep saying the words that you wrote to your married man.
Doesn't feel right not having you by my side.
Oh, can't stop my hands from shaking. Spotlight hurt my eyes. My weary body is aching. Oh, some rest for one night. You won't listen to me, yeah. Even when I turn the other cheek, let the devil seduce you. Pretty sparkling shiny shoes, tender lies, you won't feed in you. Had you so mesmerized, paralyzed, hypnotized, you fool. I keep saying the words that you wrote to your married man.
He's away this weekend.
Yeah. No more sneaking around behind closed doors, 'cause I found you out, snake eyes. Now all you'll ever be is a bittersweet memory. Two cheating cowards, it was meant to be. I'm not perfect, but I know right from wrong. Mirrors live a lie,
And from their groovy EP titled Love, Loss and the Search for Truth, that was the Electric Mistress with It's Just You and I Found You Out. Wow, what a great song. I really love the uplifting vibe and such a mint production. Ticking all the boxes, guys. Well, they did have their EP launch on the 1st of September at the Black Bear Lodge with special guest Passion Cactus, and apparently it was a crazy fun night. I did manage to have a good listen to the EP over the week, and it has a really professional attitude about it, and the songs are just laden with fat grooves, well-placed samples, analog synths, those 90s guitars with the melodic hooks, and all the catchy choruses, and as you heard, vocals straight from the heart. Well, their live shows are a blood, sweat and tears approach that deliver a polished, well-executed show which you need to get along and see. And you can definitely hear why the crew have been described as a 90s retro rock and roll swagger. And as I mentioned, the EP did drop on the 1st of September and of course is available on all digital platforms, which is a must-do to check out. So sneak over to their social pages, have a stalk. They do have Insta, Facebook, Twitter and Spotify, etc. So head over and see what is up next for this talented outfit. Okay, well, we are just flying through tonight's show. I'm really enjoying the music. So up next is a band straight off the court. This is Wing Defense.
My dog licks my cut and eats my cigarette, but she'd be sad if I die. Does that mean that you'd be sad too? Would you be sad too? I love my coupons, all the great deals on Groupon. Take you out on a date, does that mean that you'd take me to? Would you take me to? Say hey, let's just let this go, 'cause it's been too long and it's gone too slow. Yeah, it's fine, let's just let this be. So I heard you heard me. My plans always die, no matter how hard I try. Gotta give you more love, does that mean you could love me too? Could you love me too? Could you love me too?
And that was the mighty Wing Defense with their track Cuts. Well, the indie outfit Wing Defense have hit the court hard in their breakout year, spending 2018 unleashing banger after banger while touring the country with Polish Club, backing it up with sets at Laneway Festival and Grooving the Moo earlier in 2019. The duo are definitely showing they've got the fast footwork to go the distance in the industry. So after selling out their first ever Adelaide show well before the doors opened, the passionate purveyors of theme party anthems have spent some time knuckling down in the studio with none other than Wade Kerrigan, who you might know from his work with Wolf and Cub and of course the Polish Club. And he assisted in putting the final touches on their debut EP, which is set for release in early 2020. There's no doubt this will be a body of work that will have everyone geared up for a big night or provide that soundtrack for your Sunday arvo or maybe a post-game barbecue. Well, describing their sound as pop-punk and taking inspiration from across the decades, Wing Defence cite their references from No Doubt to Michelle Branch, and their collaborative team-orientated approach to songwriting has gained the duo's catchy, thought-provoking anthems plays all across Triple J, plus a bunch of nominations at the South Australian Music Awards in 2018. Very cool. Well, Dave Ruby Howe from Triple J Unearthed said this about them. Without even digging into the ever-clever lyrics from this group, I just want to shout out the feel of this new song. It's just dripping with cool. Wing Defence with another strike. Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Look, make sure you do head over to their Triple J and Facebook pages and see what this terrific pair are planning next, and I can guarantee it's not the last we'll be hearing from them. Okay, next up tonight is a pair of guys whose love of music is bringing countries together. This is Chaos over Cosmos. Bringing the world closer together from Australia and Poland, that was the international prog metal band Chaos Over Cosmos with a track from their latest self-titled EP. It has been receiving nothing but the highest praise from reviewers, radio stations and their legion of fans, showing great delight with the band's current musical direction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure I've mentioned quite a few times I am a bit of a progressive metal fanboy, so this is exactly the type of music I'd listen to when chilling out just doing my own thing. And this EP is up there with the best of them, sweeping arpeggios, blistering speed, clever timing and tempo changes, and those guttural growls. Honestly, it really blew me away. Interestingly, Chaos Over Cosmos is actually an online project of two guys who love music but have never actually met, and the online collaborative project was originally created by Rafael Bowman from Poland and Xavier Cauldron out of Spain. And although the two musicians had never physically met each other, they decided that being countries apart couldn't stop them from making great music together. So, since the release of their debut album back in September 2018, titled The Unknown Voyage, and its re-release with 2 extra tracks in April 2019, Xavier decided to leave the band. And after hearing Aussie powerhouse Joshua Ratcliffe's aggressive hard rock metal vocal style on his band Resurgence debut album, Rafael thought that Josh's vocal style would make a perfect mix for the next wave of the band, and so he asked the Australian vocalist to join, and the rest is history. I think you definitely made the right choice, and can I say that the instrumental track from the EP is totally amazing. I cannot stress enough the need for you to go and listen to this masterpiece in full, so click on over to their online profiles to find out how to stream the EP and catch any new releases from the guys. Okay, moving on with tonight's show. Next up is a very talented artist out of Sydney. This is Mark Love with Tomorrow Day.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
On tomorrow day, when I see God is beautiful and love as healed, talk with cool Arcturian, who's spoken green of happy destiny, and one so free. Be a monster of reality, yeah. One drive free, let's feel the stratosphere. You and me, yeah. Rain to wash away the gray, thought of fire sky, rainbow people everywhere, planet Earth gets high. On tomorrow day, come tomorrow day, sing out on tomorrow day, baby you'll see, I'll mirror you, you'll mirror me, and love is free, yeah, took a tumble in a stream, and touched the light within of city's crystalline and forest deep. I am you and you am I, sister moon and brother sunlight, fit dissolved into the warm light, yeah. as we travel at the speed of wind.
Ignition on. Stargate open. Bliss.
And that was the multi-talented artist Mark Love with Tomorrow Day. It's such a great track, and the airy piano lines, the cool synths, the unique vocals just makes an awesome blend of synth pop and 80s music. Well, Sydney-based Mark Love is actually a visually inspired composer and is putting the cosmic vibe back into pop culture. He is the pianist, keyboard player, singer and writer for the project, and Mark is also composer, key member of electronic 80s band The Mega Men, which, if you remember, were featured live on Triple J with the B&E project launch. So if you want to hear more of Mark's music or see what he is up to, as per usual, just head over to his socials and say hi. Well, my friends, sadly, once again, we have arrived to the conclusion of this week's episode, but I've really enjoyed the journey and I'm really looking forward to next week's show. We have lined you up some sneaky peeks into a few new releases and a little bit of underground news for you as well. One of the amazing artists featured next week is Tishka with her latest future soul ballad, Not a Sad Song. It will fall perfectly into our playlist. Look, I will give you all a quick taste now. This is Tishka, Not a Sad Song.
This was not your fault, it's not a sad song. Didn't wanna string you along. You're not on your own, it's not a sad song. Don't get me wrong, this was not your fault.
Wow, I cannot wait, and I hope you guys all join in too. Okay, well, I'd like to do the usual shout outs. First, a massive thanks to all the bands for allowing us to play your awesome music on the show, as without your music we don't have a show, and that's no good, as we love supporting each and every one of you. Thanks again to Arties Music for their continued support. We really do appreciate all the help behind the scenes. And most of all, to our loyal listeners who tune in every week and hang around with me until the end. And I cannot tell you enough how much we really truly appreciate the love. And seriously, do not forget to grab your tickets for the New Year's Eve in the Park Sydney show. The artist lineup we leaked last week on our website is insane. So please do not leave it to the last minute, as you will miss out. We will be dedicating an episode to the show and artists performing on the night, but that will be airing a little closer to the New Year's Eve event. And just to let everyone know, we did have the launch of our new website last week, so if you want to listen into any of the past episodes, read show notes or find details on any of the previous featured artists, just head over to ozmusicpodcast.com and it is all there waiting for you. Well, in May of this year, the town of Menindee staged the Dancing on the Darling Festival, and its mission was to draw attention to the plight of our sacred river, and as you all probably know, she hasn't been doing the best lately. So anyway, a number of artists graciously arrived to perform, and amongst them was Mr. Greg Champion, and he came to thinking that the name of the festival should be turned into song. So Champs finished off the song On the Journey to Menindee via Mildura, and it was aired first for the locals that weekend, and so it was recorded in suburban Melbourne, and now Dancing on the Darling is packed and ready for release. You may already know Greg when he came to notice in the 80s on ABC Radio with the song I Made 100 in the Backyard at Mum's. Now he's released over 30 albums and along the way won a few gongs in the VMI category, Vaguely Minor Identity. And for 37 years, Champs has also been a member of the institutional ABC radio program, The Could Have Been Champions. He grew up in the Hectorville home for the visually unpleasant and nowadays does guest speaking, where he's found worldwide recognition as a powerful demotivational speaker. And not forgetting, he is 4-time runner-up in the Australian Underachiever Awards. And it's safe to say that Champs has no criminal record, sport. Well, in Australia that we know of anyway. So by now you may be getting the impression that Champs is a bit of a fun-loving prankster, and you are right. He sure is a really top bloke and a talented country artist to boot. Well, the track we're going to spin up is just so beautifully written, and with the didgeridoos, the haunting acoustic guitar, and the thought-provoking lyrics, just makes for the perfect song to take us out tonight. Okay, well, rounding us off for the show, this is the one and only Greg Champion with Dancing on the Darling.
This river system is the pride of our land. Since way, way back, long before the white man. It's carved in the country, it's older than time. We gotta defend what's yours and what's mine. So let the river run, let the water come on down, and we'll be dancing on the Darling when it hits Menindee town. Yeah, we'll be dancing on the Darling when it hits Menindee town. Once paddle steamers ran right up to Burke, opened up the country, kept people in work. 100 years later and we cannot stand by. Stand by and let this waterway die. So let the river run, let the water come on down, and we'll be dancing on the Darling when it hits Menindee town. Yeah, we'll be dancing on the Darling when it hits Menindee town. It was fed by the Condamine and Warrego, back when those rivers used to still flow. And the Namoy and the Barwon, they all ran south, till their waters reached the Murray mouth. So let the river run, let the water come on down, and we'll be dancing on the Darling when it hits Menindee town. Yeah, we'll be dancing on the Darling when it hits Wilcannia town.